Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today, I decided to do something different. I'm still setting up my computer stuff and clearing out my room, so I have nowhere to film using my laptop. So for now, I'm just filming whatever I can think of. And today I have a story time. So I thought of the story time when I was actually watching another YouTube video, and I was like, oh, this could be a story time to tell. It's the times, plural, that I broke my right arm, and then a few years later I broke my left arm, and then last year, I think it was, last year I broke my shoulder. I guess we could just get right on into it. I'm wearing this hat. It's like a cowboy hat because I got it for my birthday, which was on Monday. Yeah, my best friend got it for me because we have this inside joke and whatever. But anyways, story time. The first time I broke my arm, it was ice skating with my cousin and my grandfather. My grandfather wasn't ice skating, he just brought us there because I was pretty young. I'm 2 years older than my cousin, so yeah, I don't remember exactly our age. But anyways, we were ice skating at the mall because at the back of the mall outside there's a ice rink, and every winter it freezes up and like they open it for the public. I think my mother, I don't know if my grandmother was there, but they went shopping at the mall and we went ice skating. I'm a pretty decent ice skater. I don't usually fall because usually I'm either holding on to the side of the ice rink, and I also have decent balance. So I was skating, I was just passing by my grandfather, and this adult cut me off, and I stopped because I didn't want to bang into them. I slipped, fell, and I landed on my arm. Like, I brought my arm down and I landed and I heard the crack. I knew it was broken and it hurt like hell. My whole arm was just a shock of pain and it hurt really bad. I, of course, cried and whatever, and I couldn't even get off the ice. One of the helpers had to come over and like help me up and then brought me off the ice to my grandfather, and I didn't know it was broken because I was young and I never broken a bone until then. So my grandfather kind of was like, oh, is it broken? So he was kind of testing it out and I could not move my arm. I guess that was a sign that it was broken. We called over my cousin and we stopped ice skating. It was cut pretty short. And we went inside the mall looking for my mother and my grandmother. And I don't remember what place they were at because this was years ago. I was in grade 4. Yeah, I was in grade 4. I don't remember how old you are in grade 4, but you guys can do the math. We found them, we told them what happened, my grandfather told them what happened, and we headed home. They asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital, and I'm terrified of hospitals, so I said no. Basically, all the rest of the afternoon and evening, I was lying on the couch, literally just babying my arm because it hurt so bad. We bandaged it with like this bandage thing my grandmother has, and I was lying on the couch and literally did not get up once. Like, my grandfather asked me again if I wanted to go to the hospital to get it checked out, and I said no. So we agreed that if it's still hurting the next day that I will go to the hospital, and it's probably broken, so get a cast on it. The next day, went to the hospital. It was broken, pretty bad. It was shattered. They put a cast all the way up to my elbow, so I had the cast from like my wrist. Actually, no, it was basically like here, all the way up until here. So that was fun. You couldn't get it wet, so every time I had to take a shower, I had to like put a bag over it and tie it so it wouldn't get wet, and it's kind of hard to shower with one hand. That was fun, and I had it on for about a little over 8 weeks. That was it on breaking this arm, and I haven't been ice skating since. Yeah, it kind of ruined ice skating for me. The second time, it wasn't that bad, but it was a fracture on my left arm. I don't remember how old I was. I was young too. It was like, it might have been a year or two after I broke the right arm, but I was out in the front yard of our apartment building because my cousin lived on the first floor, and the first floor where the balcony would be, it's just the yard of the apartment. So we were playing in the field. We were playing soccer with a soccer ball, and I don't know what's wrong with me, but my cousin, he kicked the ball and he kicked it pretty high to me, and it was aiming for my head. So what did I do? I brought my arm up and I blocked it, and he kicked it really hard, so it banged off my arm, and all I felt was pain shooting up my arm, and I could barely move it. That's how weak I am. I yelled out in pain. I'm not too sure if we went to the hospital quickly after that or whatever, but I got a cast on it. It wasn't as long as the other one. It was about my wrist. No, it was like this part all the way up until like just before my elbow. So it wasn't that bad. And I also had a sling on it. So I had the cast and then I had the sling. And I actually got the chance of choosing what color cast I wanted. So I actually have them here. I kept them. Right here is my first cast I got. My friends at school signed it and some family members signed it. Yeah, this was my cast for the first time I fell on the ice rink. And then the fracture with the soccer ball is this. I don't know why there's a bandage on it. Yeah, I did that. I put a bandage on it because it was like falling apart. Not too many people signed this one because I didn't really have it on for that long, and it was also in a sling. But yeah, so this is my cast for when I fractured my arm playing soccer with my cousin. Now for the third one, I was at my dad's place. He lives in a house, and basically when you walk in the front door, there's stairs going up into the main area with like the kitchen and the living room and the dining area all in one area, and then there's like a hallway where the bedrooms are and the bathroom. Also, there's steps leading downstairs into the basement area. So I usually, when I go over there, I usually stay in the basement area because I stay in one of my sister's rooms, and she either sleeps on the couch upstairs or she sleeps with someone else. On their steps, they don't have any carpeting down. It's just like slippery material. It's wood, but it's slippery. I don't even know what happened, but I was holding my phone in this hand. I wasn't on it, I was just holding it. I was walking downstairs, and I guess my socks were they didn't have any like grip on it or whatever, but I literally just slipped and I fell down 6 steps of, yeah. I was going to land the same way I landed when I was ice skating, and then I quickly changed it. So I didn't break this side, but it was in pain. I switched quickly and I cooped my arm up so I wasn't going to land the same way I did when I was ice skating. But the thing is, I broke this arm, and this arm whacked off the stairs really hard. It was just shooting pain. I could barely get up. I was just stunned for a second, and then I tried getting up, and it hurt so bad. It was literally turning my stomach. But my dad was there, and he was like questioning me if I could like raise my arms certain lengths and whatever to see if I can like move it and if I can like move my fingers and all that. I couldn't move it past my shoulder. So he assumed that it was broken, and I also forgot my health card at home. But of course, the one time I forget my health card at home is when I break something. My stepmother took me to the hospital, and one of my sisters came also, who is the oldest one. She's about 12 now, I believe. But we went to the hospital. They examined me and whatever. It was broken, but they can't put a cast all the way up here. So I had to get this sling. I still have it. I'm not too sure where I put it, but I still kept it for, you know, just in case anything happens in the future. But yeah, I still have it somewhere in here. It's a blue sling, and it's not like cotton or whatever the other one was made of. I'm not too sure what it was made out of, but it wasn't thin. It was like thick, and it was Velcro. I liked that one better than the other one I had. It wrapped around my shoulder and then around my waist, and it was always hard because I had to take it off while I was sleeping. So I always had to like get my mom to like help me take it off because I suck at using one hand. So I had the thing that broke. I don't remember what it's called. It's the part usually baseball players break something here. Forgot what it's called. My brain is not working. And I was questioned a lot, like, how did you manage to break that? Because usually only baseball players are breaking it constantly. But anyways, I broke that because I landed right on it. The sling on it, I had it on for a few weeks. They made me do, like, they told me to do exercises like a few times when I can a day to get it moving so it's not stiff, because if I didn't move it or anything, it would get stiff and then be really painful to move up and down and whatever. So they told me a few exercises to do. It's fine now. It still actually hurts once in a while. That's it for the story time. I filmed in, usually I film like right beside where the bookshelf is, but I'm busy clearing out my closet still. And I went through the plastic bags that were here and they're all filled with stuffed animals, so they're like all over my bookshelf now. Anyways, that's it for the story time. I'm going to try and think of more because I actually forgot about these experiences because it's been so long, and I'm like, oh, well, I have a YouTube channel. And I actually was thinking of story times and I couldn't think of any, and then I'm like, wait, I broke my arms. That could be a story time. So here it is. That's how I broke my arm and my shoulder. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to work on an upload schedule. Hopefully I'll get it sorted out soon, but I was thinking either every Monday or every Friday. But anyways, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!